What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mario Torres back with another video, man. Hey, today's video, we're going to be reacting to Diagnosed Sociopath Explains Life Without Empathy, Guilt, or Remorse, Honesty Box. So I didn't know what a sociopath was, so I did look up the definition, and it was saying basically like a sociopath is somebody who has a mental health condition characterized by a persistent disregard for the right and wrong, lack of empathy, and indifference to the rights of feelings of others. They often manipulate, lie, and act impulsively without remorse. So we're going to be reacting to this video right here. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it.
So no, I've never wanted to kill cats. And I'm going to be specific there. Not cats. There are things I've done in my childhood, but never to cats.
Wait, hold on. What is she talking about? Cats? Why would you want to kill an animal? Or even a human being at that? Why would you want to do that? I don't know, chat.
I'm Kanika, the Diagnosed Sociopath, and I'm here to answer questions from the Honesty Box. What is your personal definition of a sociopath? Well, to me, a sociopath is someone who has been diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder and has specific antisocial behaviors. I would say a sociopath is someone who does not have empathy, who does not have remorse, and doesn't have guilt. I personally don't think that there's any room in society for guilt because it's just a useless emotion.
And the clinical diagnosis, does that differ from that?
Sociopathy is not a medical term. So when people talk about it, it's usually informal. I know I use it informally. It doesn't have it is not in the DSM. You need to be diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder, which is characterized by a lack of empathy, guilt, and remorse. A lot of people claim to be sociopaths, and they think, oh, I've done bad things before. Am I a sociopath? And the answer is no. Most of you still have empathy, guilt, and remorse, and what people like to call it conscience. We don't have that.
Oh my goodness.
Are you?
Dang. So she just doesn't give a fuck. Like, she don't give a fuck, chat, about anything she do. She don't have guilt or remorse. She doesn't give a fuck. So if it happens, it happens, and just so let it be. Holy fuck. She's dangerous.
Born a sociopath, or do you become one? So I'm in the firm belief that anyone with factor 1 traits, which is the callousness, the grandiosity, the glibness, the charm, that's all born. You're born with that. And that's where the distinction comes in between sociopathy and psychopathy. So psychopathy is based on the Hare checklist, which is the work of a clinical psychologist who is Canadian. And so there's a lot of traits that can be ascribed to factor 1 versus factor 2. So factor 1 is when you don't commit like crimes out of passion. You don't react out of heat, out of anger in the moment. You react out of coldness and a long calculated strategy. And that's what I believe I have. The thing is I'm not impulsive and reckless. I am when it comes to adventures. I am not when it comes to revenge and plots. I can spend a year, 2 years working on a plot to get back at somebody. I do not get into fist fights. I do not get aggressive. I do not do things that will cost me my freedom, my life, and my social circle.
So then what the hell do you do? Like, if you don't, I don't know, chat. Like, I'm confused here. Like, so she does shit, and it might take her 1 to 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to get back to you, but she gon' get you, man. So you better watch out, man.
How can you spot a sociopath? The funny thing is, people think sociopaths are going to be scary in person, that they're, there's a distinction between them and other people. The truth is, there really isn't. What I notice in a fellow sociopath is the eyes. The eyes are pretty soulless. If you see me get angry, you will see my eyes become soulless. But I personally had to teach myself how to blink.
She looks soulless right now, baby. You look soulless right now. What is going on? Is life good for you? Like, who been beating you up? Who touched on you as a little girl? What's been going on?
Because I was freaking people out. And so that's something that you will notice. The ability to hold eye contact for as long as possible. Usually because we don't have the same stress response as other people, we're also very calm in tough situations, and we're calm when we even get like almost hit by a car, like I was the other day. My heart rate did not go up at all. So when you notice someone who is
Hold on. Okay.
calm, exceptionally good in stress, it's highly likely that they could be a sociopath. Do you have friends?
No.
I'm a sociopath. I'm not like a serial killer, okay? Of course I have friends. Like,
What?
do you think I'm like AI or something?
Yes.
I have so many friends. I've had long
Who wants to be friends with you? Cause I definitely wouldn't. I would stay 100,000 feet away from you.
term friends. I've had people who I find to be disposable. And so I'll get rid of them when they stop having a use. But my real friends who are within the core, they get the best friendship imaginable. Like, I will do anything for these people.
Oh,
But
my goodness.
where you'll lose me is consistency. And so whoever falls off based on that, I understand. I'd be annoyed too.
What do you look for in a friend?
So she's just not consistent. So, yeah, I need a consistent friend because you just never know. Shit in life, you might need something. And she not there, and she only show up when she wants. So it's like, why are you there?
I like someone who is going to be loyal, who will not generally start fights or create a hierarchy within the friendship circle. I don't like hierarchies in those social settings. I need someone who is willing to be there for me at 2 a.m. like I'm there for them at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
What percentage of the
I feel
population
that.
has ASPD? I believe it's approximately 1 to 4% of the population has ASPD. And I would say it's probably more than that because women are very underrepresented, and that's probably because our acts are not usually violent because we are small. We don't have the same advantages of men in that domain.
True.
Is there an even gender split?
No, absolutely not. Men are far more likely to be sociopathic. Men are
Than
far more
women?
likely to be psychopathic. Men are far more likely to be violent, to be aggressive, and to have the physical size in order to assert that dominance. Whereas women just don't have that. Best way of dealing with a sociopath. Okay, so this depends on whether you are dealing with a bad sociopath who you want to get rid of versus someone you want to keep. So if you want to get rid of a sociopath, what you have to do is become exceptionally boring. We cannot tolerate it. We honestly cannot tolerate boredom. So the minute you start being less interesting to us, we'll lose. Like, we'll drop you. You could become very needy, very clingy, very dull, ugly, gain some weight. That sort of
What?
stuff will make us lose interest in you.
Huh? Dang, you gonna judge? I gained a little bit of weight. We can't be friends no more. Sheesh.
We are so bored as a baseline. If you bore us even more, we're gonna cut you real quick. Like, you'll be out of here in no time.
When you say bored as a baseline, what do you mean by that?
So I get bored basically just existing. So I don't necessarily
Find some hobbies. Like, what are you talking about? You get bored being exist. That's crazy.
feel
I ain't
boredom
gonna
in
lie.
the way a child would, but I feel this like sense of restlessness or agitation when I'm not actively a part of something that's going to bring me success or bring me fun. So that's when I start spending wild amounts of money, going on trips I never planned earlier, just forgetting medications and deciding to
Wow.
stop taking them because it's inconvenient going to a pharmacy. That boredom really gets in your bones, and then you just have to do something about it.
Go do something. Go out. Go to nature. Go have fun. Don't just let it
It's
get to
already
you.
so bad. When you exacerbate it, of course we're going to get rid of you. Did you want to kill cats as a child? No, I don't think I've ever wanted to kill cats. I adore cats. I have 4 Persian cats. So no, I've never wanted to
Ooh, I like those Persian cats. I feel like those are some of the best looking
kill
cats.
cats. And I'm going to be specific there, not cats. There are things I've done in my childhood, but never to cats.
Do you want to elaborate or no?
Yeah, elaborate.
I was a very violent child. I didn't carry that out past approximately 12. And let's just say in India, when I visited, we visit every December. It's a lot easier to get around the law. It's a lot easier to get around even violence towards other people, towards animals. But it's never been cats. It never will be cats.
So
I
she
love
was violent
cats
to a
so
person.
much. What emotions do you have? Again, I'm a sociopath. I'm not AI. I'm not a robot. I have all the emotions. I just don't experience empathy, guilt, or remorse. I think the strongest emotions I feel are rage, contempt. Contempt is probably the strongest feeling I have. Disgust. Like, people could do the mildest thing and it will trigger disgust. Like, most of my actions are very controlled. They're very precise and planned out. But sometimes I do have a rage attack, and I worry that one day it might go too far.
Yeah, I don't want to see. Yeah, Nope. Because you might fuck around and kill me. I'm
What does
good!
a rage attack look like?
So I've been told that it looks like the soul has left my body. My eyes look a lot darker. I have previously attempted to hurt someone with a knife.
Whoa. She said that laughing too, chat. Like, she's serious. She's not playing no games. She's not playing with you, bruh. So if you mess with her, get away. Get help. Call 1-800. Call them right now. She needs to go to a mental ward right now, gang.
And the rage attack is kind of like just irrational. Like, you can't talk me out of it. Like, I need the time to calm down, because if anyone is getting in the way of that, they're going to be a casualty, unfortunately.
Ooh,
do you feel joy and happiness?
Yes, I do. I do feel joy. I feel happiness. I feel happy for others if they are part of that call, because I see that as myself succeeding. I also do experience jealousy, like and entitlement to an extent. So it's kind of like this baseline of boredom, and then anyone can do something like that I find offensive, and it will trigger contempt, and then that'll mean they're out of my life.
Oof.
I know a child with this. What advice can you give me in terms of care? Well, firstly, no child has antisocial personality disorder. All they can have is callous, unemotional traits and conduct disorder, which I had. If you have a kid who is showing the kind of callous emotional traits that you would see in a sociopath, it's very important to
monitor
take that child to the right sort of therapy.
Yep, they need to get help.
Early. Because even when I was 21, which is when I got diagnosed, my psychiatrist, he's a forensic psychiatrist, he mainly works with prisoners, he wasn't quick to give me my label, because he thought, look, you're 21, your brain's still malleable, we can kind of do what we can to negate these qualities. But eventually he just realized that it was immutable in me. It was completely immutable. There was nothing that they could do to change that. All he could do was show me how bad the prisons were in order for me to not commit strong acts of violence. But yeah,
yeah, that'll scare you real quick, man. Show you what you gotta live through in that prison, man. What you gotta eat. They tell you when you get up, when you can shower, when you can, man, what? I'm good.
You can have this, and no child is just a monster from childhood. Like, no child is like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, even when I was 3,
Takes time.
I mean, my mum used to call me a monster, which I thought was like quite despicable to say to a 3-year-old. But, you know, it is what it is.
And you mentioned therapy. What is the purpose of that therapy? What's the kind of end goal?
Therapy was, I don't think it was effective in, let's say, curing the sociopathy or psychopathy. It wasn't like that. It was more just managing the symptoms rather than treating them. Because the thing is with therapy, it can make you worse, because it teaches you how to manipulate more effectively and which language to use to extract the most you can out of other people and still sound decent and humane while you're doing it. So I don't think therapy is necessarily effective, but it is nice to have someone who you can vent to, who won't
talk
judge
to,
you, which
that's
is fun.
true.
Do sociopaths thrive in leadership positions? Yes, we do. I did exceptionally well in leadership positions, in politics, in finance. It's exactly what we were born to do. Like, we are born to rule, I believe, because we are not encumbered by like the ills of society, the societal norms. We don't have to follow those. And when we're given power, we use it properly.
But that power could turn into something else. Say I do something at work and I have a sociopath as my manager and I do something fucked up. Hey, she fuck around and kill me at the job site, bruh. Just because I fucked up on one thing. So I don't know if I want a sociopath as my manager.
We create the most successful
good.
We lead people far better than other people can lead people. We can make the decisions that would cripple empaths.
Smell some food.
Like, we are able to do things that will create profits no matter whose neck we have to step on. And that's really what you need in these positions. And I think also it's a constructive way to use what our nature gave us.
Do you think a lot of world leaders are sociopaths or psychopaths?
Oh, 100%, 100%. I don't necessarily want to get sued, but let me just say a lot of world leaders are very sociopathic, if not full-blown antisocial personality disorder. What stops you from acting out when someone like Bundy didn't? So Bundy had the privilege of existing in the 1970s when surveillance wasn't a thing.
Wait, what did he do? An American serial killer who kidnapped, raped, and murdered dozens of young women and girls in the 1970s.
And we didn't have Uber, we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Meta, like tracking our every movement. When the police didn't understand how DNA worked, that was something that Bundy was very, very privileged to have. Unfortunately now, one thing is I don't have the size advantage. Like, I would have to do something very stealthy if I'm trying to get rid of somebody, whereas a man can use physical strength to overpower somebody. Which I think Bundy was he had the freedom to do it, he had the motive to do it. That was the only thing that really gave him joy, whereas I can get joy out of other domains, even if it means like toning down my sadism. I can still get joy from other things that I do, which I think the ones who are very violent and it's tied to their sexuality, it's kind of like they go to a certain level and they just can't come back. And so I always try to understand where that threshold is for me, and understand that if I go past that, I'm going to throw my entire life away. And I can throw minor things away. Like, I can throw away a year or like 2. But if I commit an act of brutality, there's like a 99% chance I will get caught because I'd be sloppy. Like, Bundy himself was also sloppy, but a lot of them weren't. A lot of them were clean about what they did. And even if they weren't, like, no one was going to catch them. Whereas for me, I'd get caught real quick. So I don't have that luxury, I don't have the strength luxury, and I don't have the ability to spend a long time incarcerated. And I understand where my threshold is, and clearly a lot of these people didn't.
Okay. I like how she broke that all down, chat. So at least she's a smart sociopath. You know what I'm saying? She's not a dumb one. So, okay, I can fuck with her now. Like, I'm hip to her now. Okay.
Especially Bundy.
Do you think
she got a little bit more of my respect?
Yes, I do think what he did was wrong. I do think he deserved the death penalty, and I do think he could have never been rehabilitated. I believe that he would have tried to escape again. Ted took such joy in taking people's lives. Yeah, he said that he felt like God when he did it.
What? Nah. Feeling like God, raping and murdering and killing women and little girls is crazy, chat. He really felt like that? Nah, I got to do my research on Ted. Nah, Ted is he crazy. Was he worse than Jeffrey Dahmer?
So there's no fixing that, unfortunately. If sociopaths ran the world, what would get better? Our transport systems, they'd be a lot faster. We would get to where we need to be because we have to backstab some people on time. We would be excellent surgeons, so hospitals would be of the highest quality if you could afford to go, because we just want to have material gain. We want to have material gain, we want to have social dominance, and we want to live in a world that worships the kind of people that we are. So we would create the most efficient but heartless city and country if we were in charge.
Do you think humanity would survive if everyone was a sociopath?
Yes, I think it would be a very productive society. It would be very streamlined. We would probably have more deaths, more murders, more violent crime.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Our whole budget, it would run pretty well because we have the control, we have the desire to take as much of that profit as we can. So with everybody trying to take it, you just have to level up. And so essentially you just get leveled up the entire way up. And by that time, if your neck hasn't been stepped on, I mean, you feel pretty good about yourself. And it would be so efficient. It would be so just like bliss. But people are too worried about hurting other people's emotions and using the correct words to describe people, making everyone feel included, and it's just a waste of time. Do you wish you were different? No.
What?
No, I like my life. I like who I am. I like how I
Wow. I thought she was going to say yes.
can do things that other people would be scared to do. I like that I take risks. I like that I'm able to find connection with people in a way that they find meaningful. I'm glad that I don't have to worry about rejection, anxiety, abandonment. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be real. I don't give a fuck about losing people. If someone is offended by something that I do, all right, piss off. Sayonara. I don't care.
Oh! She's dangerous. Oh my goodness, chat. Did y'all just hear what she said? Nah. See, now I got it. Yeah, Shawty, you good.
If someone thinks that that I need them to live, I will cut you off. Like I managed to cut off siblings who I lived in the same room, same house with. Like literally, I didn't talk to my brother for about 2 years, and we lived in the same house. So it's kind of it's very freeing, and I appreciate that. I appreciate not being hung up on guilt and feeling shitty about situations I can't change. I only think of the present. I don't think about the past. I don't think about the future. I live life properly. Have you ever been in love? I've been in love twice. I'm in love now. I think for me, love is an act. It's not a feeling. I will appreciate someone's value in my life, and I will decide to love them. I will do whatever's in their best interest because I see them as an extension of myself, and I would never want myself to be harmed. So if anyone with me is, attacked or bullied or treated poorly by anybody, I will be there no matter what. And yes, I would risk prison for them because if...
Woo! Okay. She said she'll risk prison. See, that's where you come in handy, baby. Okay. See, if you can do that, we can be together.
Harm them, then I would rather neutralize that and then go to prison than allow that torment to continue.
Ooh,
so in terms of
ride or
romantic
die.
love, I think my loyalty is second to none.
Deep.
And if I've decided to be in a relationship with you, I will put you above all else.
Ooh.
And I will every single day love you as an action.
Oh
and
my
I don't
God.
just do flowery words. Like I will go out and do the exact things that make that person happy. And I think it's a more effective way to love than empaths.
Keep talking. Hey, chat, we got to give it up, man. She doing good right now, man. We got to give it up, man.
Can two sociopaths be in a relationship?
Yes, two sociopaths actually could be in a relationship, but they would be
bumping heads, right?
In a power struggle constantly, and trying to outplay each other, or they could become notorious criminals. It's kind of like one of two options.
That's crazy.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
How manipulative are you? I am the most manipulative person you will ever meet. Like I am so good at it. I don't mean to boast, but like my manipulations are so fantastic, and I can lie better than I would say anybody. I would pass a lie detector test. So
she's dangerous. She is dangerous. She'll fuck around and tell you she didn't cheat, but then got hit by 5 dicks in one night, gang. Like, yeah. She dangerous.
Usually.
We don't.
The lies are what makes the sociopath. The lies are the only things keeping us going. Okay, we are so good at lying. That's like our number one hobby. Our
She's so happy too, like about
lying
this.
Lying is it's like breathing oxygen, because it's not a lie if you believe it.
Have you lied during this interview?
No, unfortunately, I have been honest. As goes with the territory, I was informed that I need to answer honestly.
The biggest misconception about psychopaths, definitely, is that they're all really...
Chat, I ain't gonna lie though. It's like kind of weird. It's like she got some good personalities about her, and then she got just some horrible personalities. Like she said, she'll go to prison for her relationship, man. That's P. You need something like that, man. She go to prison behind you? What? I need one of them, man. Like, I need one of them. Like, yeah. But then the other shit is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? But hey, if y'all enjoyed this one, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more of these reactions, man. Until then, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next reaction video, man. Go!